15 Characteristics of the Best Bosses. To be a good boss, you need to develop the necessary skills to differentiate yourself from others. Because if you have people in charge, you are obliged to become the best boss they have ever had before. Being a good boss contributes significantly to the growth of the people around you, and they, in turn, generate the value to contribute to the success of the company. All this is thanks to the leadership skills you have to create the best work environment and enhance the skills of each of the people who make up your team. For this reason, below, you will find the characteristics that you must develop and put into practice so that, beyond being a good boss, you can become the best of all. Each of these characteristics lays the groundwork for what you need to understand how to be a good boss and be admired by the people around you at work. Number 1. Be humble and leave arrogance aside. To be a good boss, you first need to recognize humility in your life. This means that you should adopt a behavior where you follow the example of simple people. The best bosses are characterized by maintaining good relationships with their work team. Therefore, beyond that, you must know how to be a good leader. Also, keep in mind the following recommendations to maintain humility and a good relationship with others. Do not value people for their social position. Consider that you are not always right. Accept when you make mistakes. Trust others. Be thankful for all the good things you receive. Be generous. Number 2. Manage pressure. Stress is the common denominator among today's professionals. It is inevitable to avoid it, even if you seek and put into practice the best strategies to eliminate it from your life. For that reason, to be a good boss, you must learn to handle the pressure and stress that comes with daily work. In addition, the best way to deal with this situation is to learn how to deal with them and try to keep the entire work team calm. Consequently, keep in mind the following tips so that you learn to work under pressure, achieving high levels of performance. Good time management. Write reminders. Focus on problems that have solutions. Offer help only when needed. Do physical and relaxation exercises. Take necessary breaks. Number 3. Listen to people. Another of the best qualities you must have to be a good boss is knowing how to listen to people. Having the ability to attend to and understand a person will make your communication more effective. For this reason, knowing how to listen to your customers and employees will give you very important feedback to be a better leader and entrepreneur. This is a skill that you must develop, and you will improve as you put it into practice. But if doing so is difficult for you, here are some tips to learn to listen to others. Ask questions about the topic. Follow the rhythm of the conversation. Maintain eye contact. Don't interrupt the other person. He nods his head from time to time. Show interest in her personal life. Number 4. Empower your work team. Empowerment means the power that you give to your work team so that they have autonomy and manage their own needs, seeking the common good. Empowerment is key to being a good boss. You do it with the aim of giving your team the confidence and security they need to do their job in the best way. Therefore, as a boss, you must create processes that generate autonomy for the entire work team. This is key because everyone will feel more confident in their own abilities. Also, this will teach them how to be disciplined and responsible to fulfill all assigned tasks. In the end, they will relieve a lot of workload for you. Number 5. Congratulate for great achievements. Do not let yourself be won by pride or power. Congratulate and celebrate the great achievements that your work team obtains, because this will give them the motivation to continue working intelligently. This is one of the characteristics you need to be a good boss. What's more, you can become the best boss your employees have ever had by simply expressing your gratitude to them. You don't need a big party or a celebration with bells and whistles. All you have to do is address them with words of thanks for their excellent work. Number 6. The good boss knows how to motivate the team. Since the world is not perfect, you will have times when you need to lift the spirits of your team. For this, beyond being a boss, you must become the person who motivates them and manages to lift their spirits. For this, you can resort to good motivating work phrases that you can share in the morning, or also with group dynamics that help them. Keeping work motivation up is important so that no one loses focus towards achieving their goals. In addition, they will find enough reasons to give all their effort for collective work. Number 7. Enhance the skills of others. A leader does not focus on people's weaknesses, but instead looks for the tools to enhance their abilities. This in the end will make those defects and weaknesses be overshadowed by things that make a difference. So, to be a good boss, you must first know how to build an interdisciplinary team where the skills of each one complement each other, and in turn, empower each person. This is one of the characteristics of a leader that makes him stand out from others. Remember that not all people are the same, and that is why you must be skillful in helping each person improve. Number 8. A good boss knows how to generate trust in people. To be a good boss, you must build trust in people. This is one of the qualities that you must take into account if you are looking for how to be a boss for the first time. You gain trust if you become a person who knows how to listen and, above all, who always looks for ways to help solve problems. The latter is one of the main reasons why your employees or work team will turn to you. Therefore, you must be prepared to offer quick and effective solutions that make it easier for your work team to carry out their tasks. You must have the patience to understand that we are not all the same, and what is obvious to you today was once a great doubt. Number 9. Take everyone's opinion into account. It's not just your opinion that counts. For that, you have a work team around you that will help you to be a good boss. For that reason, the opinion of others is equal or more important than yours. Each person will always have a different point of view of things and more when it comes to solving a problem. So you must have the ability to analyze the opinion of each one and come to a solution. If in any case the person you are trying to help is wrong, do not ignore or interrupt them. You already learned that you must also learn to listen. This also happens very often in the relationship with customers. Do you think the customer is always right? Number 10. A good boss speaks by example. You must be consistent with all the words of motivation that you give to your team and with everything you demand of them. To a good listener, few words, and that is why your team needs to learn and improve with your example. A good example is contagious and will surely complement the leadership courses you can take. In addition, you will be showing them with facts that responsibility begins with you. You will be able to increase the level of commitment in your work team, and they will ultimately feel happy with the results obtained. A good boss is not the one who pushes, but the one who shows the way they should follow. Number 11. Draw lessons learned from mistakes. Mistakes are not to scold or criticize, they are to learn. That is why you must draw lessons learned from the mistakes that are discussed. That is another of the characteristics to be a good boss. The lessons learned will help you improve all aspects of your work team, from emotional skills to know how to overcome obstacles, to productive skills. Don't overlook the mistakes that occur and draw the best lessons from them so that they don't happen again. In addition, the presence of errors shows that new things are being tried to improve. Number 12. Tact to say things. When difficulties, errors, and problems arise, you have to find a way to make them look without rudeness. Being a good boss implies having tact to say things so that respect always prevails among all. It will also help you keep calm among employees and strengthen a good working environment. Even when you feel like it's an obvious mistake, you still need to keep your composure. Another thing is that you never show someone's mistakes in front of others. Look for the right moment to do it only with the person involved. Number 13. A good boss knows how to resolve conflicts. Conflict resolution is fundamental to knowing how to be a good boss. It is not an easy task, but daily practice will make you do better every day. So, to know how to resolve conflicts effectively, you should take into account the following strategies. Never look for a culprit. Don't get carried away by emotions. You won't always be right. What happens in a meeting stays in the meeting. Focus on behavior, not personality. By following these strategies, you will be creating an environment that encourages respect and listening. Number 14, learn to delegate. You are forced to know how to delegate because you will never have the time to cover everything at once. Empowerment plays a very important role here because it becomes the means to achieve it. To be a good boss, you need to delegate as many activities as possible to your team to generate enough responsibility and thus achieve the objectives together. This is one of the things that managers have the hardest time doing because they feel that by delegating, the team will not respond as expected. But this is a serious mistake because that way they will never see the professional growth of their collaborators. For all these reasons, this advice is also an important condition to know how to be a successful entrepreneur. Number 15, never stop learning. Great bosses never stop learning because they feel that knowledge is important to continue growing as a team. And it's not just about them. They also encourage all their employees and other leaders to commit to continuous learning. So, to be a good boss, you need to be hand in hand with education. And these are the 15 characteristics of the best bosses. And you, how many of them do you have? Leave us your opinion in the comments. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Beautiful Minds for more interesting videos. See you soon.